active shooter at Lund Boats. Our very own Nishay Taylor live in New York Mills, Minnesota with what she has gathered so far. Nishay, you've been out there since around 8 this morning. What have you learned?
Yeah, Ashlyn, right now, as you can see, it's kind of clear in the area. The action has already died down as law enforcement have already cleared the scene. But I'll kind of step out the way so you kind of see where I am. I'm here located on Gilman Street in New York Mills, where the Lund boat plant is located. As you can see, some employees are actually walking out of the building right now. But law enforcement got a call around 7:15 this morning about the active shooter incident. And when I arrived on scene here, there were several tactical teams already outside of this building right behind me. They were here trying to investigate the situation. They also had lots of armor with this situation. Obviously, they had no idea what they were walking into once they got here. But I did learn that there was a single shooter, and that individual has since been arrested. Now, authorities also say when they arrived on scene, they learned that employees had been very heroic and managed to detain the suspect before they arrived. Now, employees are also alerted staff in the other building. This plant is actually pretty large, so there's several buildings here in the area. So those individuals that were involved in the incident happened to alert everyone to let them know that the coast was clear in terms of what was happening here in the area. Now, it's unclear how many people were actually working at the plant in total, but I was speaking with the Otter Tail County chief. Otter Tail County sheriff. He was informing me that he's speculating that there were probably between 40 to 80 people working in the building, specifically here where the incident happened. Now, but they do say they are very thankful for those folks who, stepped up to the plate to kind of like end this situation. They say had that not happened, the situation could have been much worse. Now, it's still unclear what the motive was in this incident, and authorities say they are still working on a motive to find out exactly what happened. I'll send it back to you. Reporting live in New York Mills, Nishay Taylor, Valley News Live.
Thank you so much for that live update and our continued conversation. Again, that first alert going out around 7 a.m. and all we knew at that point was active shooter again at that company. We were told the company on lockdown as well as surrounding businesses. And I do want to show you folks at home the area right here on a map. So what I'm circling right here, this is the Lund Boat Company right here in operation. And when you take a look at Centennial Drive and even West Gilman Street that Nishay is describing, you can see apartment buildings, churches, you can see liquor stores. So it is a mix of residential as well as a commercial area. Again, our information live on our Valley News Live website for all updates here again on this breaking news. And Nishay, I do want to bring it back to you really quickly. What is it like now? What is the environment? What is the mood? Earlier when we set up our live shot, I saw employees walking behind you. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to speak with anyone. We do understand how that goes when things are active, such as this investigation. But what does it feel like there in that neighborhood or in that area?
Well, Ashlyn, it seems as though folks are just, trying to question what may have really happened. There's been several cars since the road has been opened. This road was blocked off from here all the way down the street behind me. Folks, now that it's open, folks have been just driving by, just trying to see, I guess, what may have happened here as far as, they're learning the information just as much as we are. So, folks are just pretty much inquiring, having inquiring minds about what may have happened. Now, I do want to mention, in terms of when you circled around the neighborhood on that map, there is a school nearby, and authorities tell me that the school nearby was put on lockdown immediately. They say that the incident occurred just as students were arriving to school. So I'm sure the mood for individuals, they're also probably concerned as they were, dropping their kids off this morning.
Yeah, a truly terrifying event when you hear active shooter alert and you're not sure what exactly is happening. I'm sure a lot of people in that area scared. Thank you again for pointing out that they are near a school. Something a little all too familiar that folks just simply do not want to be going through at this time. Thank you so much for your continued coverage. Again, you were our reporter on scene first this morning, so we do appreciate that. And I do just want to make a big note out of what the Otter Tail Sheriff's Department released. in their own press release after the fact, saying that prior to law enforcement even arriving on scene, the plant employees had that suspect restrained. So again, Nishay told us that. The police department themselves letting us know this may be a story of heroism coming out of New York Mills, Minnesota this morning. Again, be sure to stay with Valley News Live right here for all updates on air, online, and on your smart television. And on that note, thank you so much for your help this morning. Nishay, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.